Hey guys, so I watched the first episode of Loki on Disney Plus, and if you guys don't know, I'm a huge fan of Thor, the original Thor movie, and Loki, of course, he's just so fun and mischievous. Obviously, he's the god of mischief. And when I heard about this show, I was like, yes, please. I feel like Loki is the kind of character that everybody wants to watch more of because he's so fun. He's basically what everyone wants to be. He's the epitome of everything that we all want to be like. And if we were allowed to be like him, we would want to and we would love to be like him. I mean, I feel like we all have that side to us that wants to be like that. And in this episode, we find out that after he escapes from the Avengers and takes the Tesseract, basically he's taken by the Time Variance Authority and basically held accountable for his actions, his time actions, and he's asked if he pleads guilty to these crimes that he's committed against the Time Authority. He basically says that he's not guilty of anything and that he is just, burdened with his glorious purpose. And Owen Wilson's character, Mobius, basically takes him under his wing, asks him a lot of questions about his timeline, his life, and himself in general, and really tries to dig in and find out if Loki is really the evil villain that he has shown us, that persona, or, if he's not. Which I really thought was interesting because I feel like we all, including myself, have always just thought of him as just the evil character that chooses to be evil because he wants power. Similar to Thanos, but we always wondered if, similar to Thanos, he actually thought he was doing the right thing, or he just wanted to be powerful and he didn't care who he hurt or what he did to get his power. And yeah, I mean, personally, I thought that was really interesting that Owen Wilson's character really got in there, asked him hard questions, and I really think he got through to him, honestly, which I was very surprised by that it happened so quickly, honestly, because I thought that it would be at least 2 or 3 episodes until he cracked, because Loki is a stubborn he's a stubborn, mischievous person and character, and I thought he would take longer. But I think this episode showed that, yeah, he's not as, mischievous as we thought. And we learned that he doesn't like hurting people, which I was very surprised by because that's but I feel like making it more human and making him, basically we found out that this is just a persona that people expected from him. People expected him to be this evil villain. And that's what he did, People expected that from him, so he just thought, okay, that's what I'll be. I'll just be what you expect me to be. Similar to a bully, honestly. Honestly, Loki is kind of like a bully, He wasn't loved by his family because he was different. And I feel like he grew up wanting to have power and wanting to be the king, and then he was rejected by his family. So I feel like in that respect, he just became what he thought everybody wanted him to be. But he doesn't like doing that. He doesn't like being this bad person. He just does it because he thinks he should. And in a psychological way, that is so interesting. I mean, I have a degree in psychology, so for me that's really interesting. And as a fan of Loki and Marvel and the Avengers and Thor, it's even more interesting because I love all of that stuff. I love him, I love Thor, I love Marvel, I love Avengers. So for me, it's really interesting to see that. And the fact that Owen Wilson didn't give up on him, I really like his character. I don't think he was what I expected him to be. I don't think I expected Mobius to be as I thought he'd be more of a, I mean, he was funny. I'm not going to say he wasn't funny, but like, I thought he'd be more like of a sarcastic humor kind of character, more than actually a character that cares about Loki and wants to find out if he's actually good. But at the same time, we find out that, yes, Loki doesn't like being evil. He doesn't like hurting people, which I thought was really awesome and very intriguing and also just heartfelt because it makes him more human. But also I find out that Owen Wilson isn't just doing this from the kindness of his own heart. Like he's a good person. He seems like a good person. But he's also interrogating Loki because he wants his help with something, which we find out during the episode, of course. But yeah, I thought that was really interesting, honestly. And we find out that they want Loki's help because they need him to find himself, basically, because apparently Loki's alternate versions of himself are killing people. And that's not okay. So yeah, I mean, and honestly, it works really well with just, I mean, honestly, like, they wrote this really well because it makes sense with the time variance authority aspect of the show, and then having them trying to find this alternate version of Loki, who's obviously more evil than the version that we're seeing in this episode. And maybe this version is another version of him that is actually just evil. Because if you really think about it, Loki, I feel like Loki is literally a bully. Like, he's literally an Asgardian bully. Like, he just bullies people and makes them feel scared and alone and helpless. But he doesn't really kill a lot of people, as far as I mean, if I think about it, he hasn't really killed many people, as far as I know. Let me know if I'm wrong. But yeah, I mean, I think that's really interesting that I feel like I'm really interested to see alternate versions or an alternate version of Loki who is even more evil. And the fact that the show is about finding an alternate evil version, even more evil version of Loki, and using Loki to find that alternate version is pretty interesting. I mean, honestly, the time variance authority is already very interesting. Like, I mean, I love time travel. I've always loved time travel. I'm a sci-fi junkie and nerd and geek, or whatever you want to call me. And I love Loki. I really need to watch the original Thor again and a bunch of other Thor-esque movies in the future. But yeah, I enjoyed this episode a lot. It was slow at the beginning, I'm not gonna lie, but not in like a bad way. Like, I feel like Disney and these shows like WandaVision and Loki and even Falcon Winter Soldier, like they build up and then they really get good, man. They get good. And it's just, I'm very impressed with the shows that the Disney Plus has created for all these superhero characters, honestly. Like, I'm very, very impressed, honestly. I mean, I know a lot of people were like on the fence with Falcon Winter Soldier, and I mean, honestly, I liked it. Did I like it as much as WandaVision? No. Sorry, didn't. WandaVision was just, like, it was just chef's kiss, honestly, when it comes to Disney Plus superhero shows. But honestly, I have a lot of hopes for Loki. He's just such a good, fun, relatable character. Like, he's so good. He's just so interesting. I'm so glad Tom Hiddleston is still playing him. He does a fantastic job playing him. Owen Wilson did a fantastic job. Honestly, everybody did great in the show. And I'm just so, and the comedy, the drama, the deaths, everything was really good in this episode, and I'm very interested to see what happens next. So let me know what you guys think of this show so far down below. Like this video if you like Loki, if you like Avengers, if you like Thor, what you guys thought of the show so far. Let me know what you guys think. Please, I really want to have a discussion about this because I have a lot of thoughts. You guys already heard most of them, but if you guys want to continue the discussion, down below. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more videos from me because I try to do as much as I can. I'm going to do Loki as often as I can. I might try to do iCarly. We'll see. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thumbs up. I love your faces. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in my next one.